Arcade Heroes.
Get ready!
Greetings, it's Adam with ArcadeHeroes.com, and we've got some new game news here. I mean, this month I haven't done many of these because I've been focused on all the Amusement Expo videos and such, which is just about coming to an end. I think the only things that I have left are just additional footage of a game or two that I've already posted, like another Asphalt Moto Blitz video and possibly another Top Gun video. I think I've gotten all the stuff that I captured of my DX, but just having to double check. Sometimes when you shoot a lot of videos and you've posted a lot of videos, you kind of lose track of what you have and what you haven't. So a little time consuming there. But in other news that we have today is what you see here on your screen is coming up soon. Now, this was not at Amusement Expo, and if it was, you certainly would have played it and captured footage of it. But this is from Adrenaline Amusements, and those that have been in the industry or been tracking the industry for a while will notice that this looks kind of familiar, as Adrenaline Amusements, I think it's what, a couple of years now, released Need for Speed Heat Takedown, and they first introduced it with a cabinet design exactly like this. And so now they've decided to take that same model of cabinet and apply it to this new game, Hot Wheels. Now, if you're also familiar with Adrenaline, then you've seen, possibly played their Hot Wheels game called Hot Wheels King of the Road, which was actually developed by one of the sons of Nolan Bushnell, Wyatt Bushnell, and a partner of his way back in 2019-ish, 2020, where they had a different concept at first, and as they were shopping around with the concept, came across Adrenaline, and Adrenaline is like, hey, why don't we put the Hot Wheels license on it? And so they did that and introduced King of the Road not long before everything shut down in 2020. But they had been selling that for years. But interestingly enough, they recently removed Hot Wheels King of the Road from their website, the Adrenaline website. And then Jay Devi, one of our loyal readers and constant contributors, found this as a part of the manual for Hot Wheels and through Adrenaline support. Now, oftentimes Adrenaline will put up manuals for games that they are either testing or have released in very limited quantities. Like there's a Shooty Skies manual that is available in their stuff. And oddly enough, I don't recall ever seeing Shooty Skies for sale anywhere, and it also looks up like my video locked up there. OBS is really garbage on my new laptop, and I'm running the latest version. But anyways, as long as you can still hear what I'm saying, because this is all we got on Hot Wheels at this point. And so this is obviously a 3D rendering. The very top narrow screen or ultra wide aspect ratio screen is a LED dot matrix. Of course, it'll be color, but that will show certain information about each player's side on the game while they play. And then there's 75-inch 4K displays. You have the motion seats. You have what looks like 3D pipes with LEDs inside of them on the sides, because they do stick out a little bit from the cabinet. A boost button, I'd assume force feedback steering wheel. Now, the manual, I looked through it quickly. Unfortunately, it's not super detailed. Most of it's just copied and pasted from the NFS Heat Takedown DX manual. Like there's a blank page for game features, and it's just obviously coming soon, I guess. But then if you look closely at the image of the graphics of the gameplay there, I mean, it looks like it would be high quality. Now, of course, that could just be a render from a cutscene or something. But I would say that NFS Heat Takedown was one of the nicer looking arcade games in recent times because it just adapted a console version of a game. Now, I would also say that the NFS Heat Takedown is exclusive to arcades, though, even though it is based on the whole of NFS Heat of the same name. They changed the gameplay so much that it's not the same game. It's just the same name in the graphics engine. Now, I don't know if this Hot Wheels is based upon Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, which is one of the more recent Hot Wheels racing games that's available on console, or or something else. I guess there's some sort of Hot Wheels monster truck racing game, but this doesn't necessarily look like that. I mean, I don't know. I've not played any of the Hot Wheels console games, so maybe it is, and just because I'm not familiar with those so much that it doesn't have them there, or I'm just not familiar with that. But either way, it looks like that you'll get to race through gorgeous environments where you have the Hot Wheels tracks overlaid on whatever environment it is. Like that one looks like southern Utah or Arizona, somewhere in the desert. And I assume you probably have several other tracks. Of course, the more the merrier. I always kind of hate it when there's only, say, like 3 tracks or 4 tracks in a racing game. It feels like you're being cheated a little bit, especially for us operators who are spending thousands of dollars on these things. Whereas pre-2020, it was your average price on a racing game can be anywhere between $7,000 to $9,000, and currently in 2025, and it's been like this since I'd say 2021 or so, that the pricing's been between say 12 to 15,000 or 16,000 per racing game, or actually I should say 25,000, like the Fast and Furious deluxe machines were $25,000. I can't remember what the price was on the NFS Heat Takedown Deluxe model now. That thinking about it, I think it was in that same kind of realm as the Fast and Furious Deluxe, and so I'd also kind of assume that for Hot Wheels. But now, when this is coming out, I have no idea. When we'll have more details, I have no idea. I did reach out to Adrenaline Amusements, and I didn't reach out to them 5 minutes ago and then started recording when I didn't hear anything instantly. It's been more than 24 hours, but haven't heard anything back. And it's pretty normal that they don't comment on things. They just tend to put stuff out there and just let it go, but they also don't seem to mind when things are brought up. I've never heard complaints, and so yeah, perhaps this is testing out there somewhere. Usually Adrenaline tests somewhere in the east. Like the Drakens game was first tested at an arcade in Florida, and then the newer version was an arcade in New Jersey. And I think they've done some testing in Illinois as well, so could be anywhere, somewhere out there. But if you do see it, send us a photo or video. We'd be happy to give you credit and share it around. But what do you think of this? Is this the type of game you would play? Or if you're an operator, does this look like something you'd love to throw into your arcade? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll catch you on the next video.